Hey, what's up? This is David Benjamin. I'm reviewing the Z Trail shoes. These are sandals from Xero Shoes today. Xero is Xero, Xero Shoes. And I've had these sandals for about a month. I live in Michigan. It's pretty cold here. But when I first got them, I got them about a month ago, and it's December now, and it was a little bit warmer then. And I went outside. I went for a walk at night, and I want to tell this story because I think it's just absolutely crazy. I've always been into shoes and footwear. I used to work at a shoe store. I've learned a lot about the feet, and I've written about the feet in my work on healthywildandfree.com, and like the health of the feet and the value and importance of them. But anyway, so I got these shoes, and I went for a walk at night, and I was pretty relaxed. I mean, it was late at night, and I was just relaxed. I had some herbs and whatnot. Wink, wink. That were relaxing, and I went for a walk, and I was like, wow, these are really comfortable, really light. And one of the first things that I noticed in wearing these shoes was that I was more connected to my feet. Now that's going to sound a little crazy to some of you, but to some of you, you're going to understand what I'm saying. I was more connected to my feet, and I was more mindful that my feet existed. And I felt like I was better on my feet, better on my toes, if that makes sense. So I don't know about those of you watching or listening, but every once in a while I will stumble into something. So let's use this example here, this wall, right? Sometimes I'll just walk and I won't be thinking or mindful that much, and I'll literally just like bump into the wall that I walk past, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I don't know if anyone else does this. I do this every once in a while when I'm not being mindful and aware. And it just goes to show that if you're not mindful and aware, you get hurt. You literally can like hurt your arm, your shoulder. You can trip over something and fall. I mean, when we're not paying attention, when we're not mindful and aware, we can get hurt. So typically with shoes that I wear, they're big and bulky, and I have different types of shoes, and whatever. I mean, like these shoes, these are kind of big and bulky, and I like them a lot, and they're great. And so are these other shoes that I have. But these shoes, and I've had other sandals too, obviously. I mean, these aren't my first sandals. These shoes specifically, they're extremely lightweight. So let me show you. You see this right here? It's extremely thin. I mean, my nail is thicker than the entire depth of these shoes. This is lightweight. It tightens right here, so it tightens your foot really well, and then the back has a strap here that you can tighten as well. And then the one of the things I really like about this shoes is this little dip right here. I don't know if you can see that too well, but this has a little dip. It doesn't just go off the edge. There's a little dip. So if your heel's far back there, let's say I move my heel a little bit further back, tighten these again, your heel kind of rests on this little dip, and it's like a little protective dip. And the front, I mean, they're really light, and as you can see when I walk, they're just incredibly lightweight, and your feet feel really, really light and really awake and aware. So since I've had these shoes, I've worn them several times. I went on a trip to Costa Rica and wore them on the beach in Costa Rica. And what I've noticed is it's helped me reestablish a better connection with my feet, to be more aware of where my feet are at any given time. So I feel like this is one of the closest shoes to barefoot on the market, if not the closest. It's honestly the closest barefoot shoe I've ever worn on the market. You have a little thing under your foot, and you got the straps on top, so you're protecting your feet. But I mean, other than that, you're pretty darn barefoot, which I love. So you have the fluidity and flexibility of your feet. That's one of the problems with shoes, is we wear shoes that are tight and constrict our feet. The flexibility and strength of our feet get compromised. With this, it's so light and free that your feet are flexible and you feel your feet. So anyways, going back to that story, I wore these shoes and I went for a walk the first day I got them, because I was like, man, these are so interesting. They're such a unique pair of shoes. It's unlike anything I've ever seen, literally. And like I said, I used to work at a shoe store. I've owned lots of shoes. It's interesting to me. So I went for a walk, and my feet felt so light and so good in these shoes when I was walking. I was like, man, this feels good. I want to run. So I went for a little jog late at night in these shoes, and I ran in these sandals, and I ran, I mean, I could run fluidly in these shoes, in these sandals, which is surprising because they're lightweight and they don't look like you could run in them. But I mean, like, look, I mean, they stay on your feet really well. So I honestly never thought I'd be wearing sandals with all these straps because I usually just wore the slip-on kind of ones. But these are incredibly comfortable, incredibly lightweight, incredibly flexible, and if you want to have sandals that are light and you want to hike on trails or walk on the beach or just walk around your neighborhood and go for walks, these are the sandals to get. I promise you. I cannot speak highly enough about these shoes. I absolutely love them. Look at how light they are and thin. I mean, they fit your feet perfectly. It's like a mirrored flat foot. And then in the front you got room for your toes, which is really nice, and they don't constrict your feet or restrict your feet strength or flexibility in any way. They just let your feet form and be free naturally, which is really valuable and really important if you want to prevent injury and keep your feet and legs in alignment of your knees, ankles, and back and neck healthy as you age. It's really important. So I love these sandals. I highly recommend them. They're the favorite, the most incredible pair of sandals I've ever owned in my entire 28-year life. So that's that. I enjoy them. I like them. They're in European sizes, so I will link up that below, and you can check out the European sizes and find the size that best works for you. But yeah, I mean, like, look, I mean, they stay on your feet really well, and they're light and they're free, and they're really nice. I love them. So I wish I had created these. Actually, the guy that created these shoes has like a sprinting record or something for his age group in the United States, and he's like in his 50s. So the guy that actually created this shoe company, Xero Shoes, he's not just a regular person. He actually lives an active lifestyle and probably tests like crazy. I wouldn't be surprised because I'm really impressed with, you know, what he's created here, what they've created here. So anyways, I'll link up Xero Shoes below so you can check out the Z Trail, men's Z Trail. I think they have a women's Z Trail as well. And hopefully you can get yourself a pair and enjoy them as much as I do. Take care and have a great day. Bye.